There we go. I'm with Gary Atchison, and we're about to have the Civil Rights Tour come to us and talk about what they've been seeing and doing. And Gary, would you again say your name again and what you do for a living and what you'd like to talk about today?
Sure. I'm Gary Atchison. I'm a local attorney here. I've been here 29 of my 30 years of law practice, and my law practice has been principally civil rights work, employment work. And sitting with me is Butler Browder. Now, Butler is the son of his mom, Aurelia Browder, and she was one of the first ones who actually refused to sit in the back of the bus. She was before Rosa Parks, and much of the nation knows about Rosa Parks' history. Almost everybody will say they know about Rosa Parks, but they don't know about Butler's mother and others that came before Rosa Parks. And because of that, I've asked that Butler, on very short notice, he's so kind to come today and tell the people who's coming through Montgomery that are interested in the civil rights history and heritage, to tell them about this unsung hero who was his mother. Now, also, I must toot Butler's horn as well. Butler has been a union organizer and a president of the Postal Workers Union here for how many years? Years. And as we all know, the civil rights movement and the labor movement were inextricably intertwined, and one helped the other. And that was true with Butler in his days, and of course that was true with E.D. Nixon in his days, the Pullman workers.
Thank you, Butler, for coming. I really appreciate you being here. Could you just summarize maybe what it is you're going to be talking to this group about? What are the most important things you want people to know?
Well, I'm going to try to give an overview of that period of time, which canvasses 1949 through 1956, which will basically talk about the bus boycott, the people before Rosa Parks, the fact that Rosa Parks was not the first but the last person to be arrested for not giving up her seat on the bus, and ultimately the case that was filed after Rosa Parks was arrested by women who were arrested prior to Rosa Parks. I will talk about organizations such as the Women's Political Council, the MIA, how Martin Luther King got involved, E.D. Nixon's role. I'm going to try to give a very short summation of the events which led the Supreme Court to rule in 1956 that the segregated busing was unconstitutional.
What do you think is the most important thing you want these young people that are coming to hear this, what's the most important thing for them to take away?
That if you see something wrong, do something about it. Disagree with it. There's nothing wrong with disagreement for the right cause. The one thing that I've gathered from talking to Ms. Ware, who's a litigant in that case, Claudia Carvin, and my mother, was not that they had the backing of any organization to do what they did, but they just felt like they were doing the right thing. And they didn't feel wrong about breaking the law. And the law was that it was segregated seating. But they felt that that was not correct, and they opposed it. So there's nothing wrong with that. So that's probably the key.